Jim Ziegler, the alpha dog. Had a false start a minute ago. I broadcast for about 3 minutes, just talking my heart out. I was so impressed, and I realized my microphone wasn't on. So this is take two. Before I start the broadcast, I'm going to do a little public housekeeping here. Be sure that this broadcast is public. Okay, this makes it where everybody can see it. You know, I guess it was maybe 2006, 2007, more than 10 years ago, 11, 12, who knows. Debbie Ziegler and I started the very first Internet Battle Plan. Hey, Ken Walls, glad you made it. Well, anyway, Internet Battle Plan started as a concept, an idea. And let's face it, most of my career, there was no internet. Everything I've learned about the internet happened after my retail career when I'm in the consulting business. I've had to reinvent myself several times. The very first Internet Battle Plan was Darren Haygood, David Kane, J.C. Hurst, and me. That was the very first one. I think it was 2007. We held it at my offices in Atlanta. Hey, Paul Weinstock. But I'll tell you, Internet Battle Plan has grown and prospered. You know, we're expecting over 200 dealer attendees in Detroit. And people say to me, they say, well, Ziegler, why Detroit? You know, Detroit. Well, let me tell you something. Detroit is alive again. This will be the third time we've done an Internet Battle Plan conference in Detroit. And I'm going to tell you, the reception is incredible. Some of the finest dealers in the world, and they turn up. You know why? Because nobody ever brings a major internet conference to Detroit. I mean, here we are, Motor City. We're calling this thing Motown Magic. Internet Battle Plan, Greektown Casino. You know, if I can't have a conference at the beach, we're going to have it at a casino. You know, that's Alpha Dog's preference. Greektown, right in the heart of the restaurant district. This is going to be, hey, Jay Scourin, this is going to be absolutely incredible. Greektown Casino, Hotel, and Miss Debbie, my wife, she has outdone herself. We've got the sleeping rooms for $129 a night. No, you heard me, $129 a night. Yeah, you know, this is going to be absolutely exceptional. We've got 20 of the top experts in the industry on internet sales and marketing for automotive dealerships. Every aspect of internet, sales, technology, phone skills, it's all going to be there. SEO, SEM, website conversion. I've got experts on every subject. We just signed up Marty Blue from Car Gurus. Now, love them or hate them, Car Gurus is exceptional. I mean, you know, if you don't like the price, don't buy it. But I'm going to tell you, they are producing the sales. They're out producing just virtually every lead provider on the radar screen. I mean, you know, them and TrueCar, you're going to get the sale. But you know, if you Google up any description of a vehicle, I mean, you can configure your Google search any way you want to in any market in the United States. And the number one search result on that vehicle is going to be Car Gurus 99.99% of the time. Oh, hey, Frank Rivera showed up. S for Sean Barnett. Paul Weinstock, old friend of mine. Paul, this event is in Detroit. You should come. You could hit this thing with a 9-iron. Come on. Got Ken Walls in the audience. It's exceptional. But I'm telling you right now, Marty Blue from Car Gurus is going to talk about SEO, SEM. She's going to roll back the curtain and tell you how car. Oh my gosh, Elise Kephart just showed up. Adami. You know, the YouTube diva is in the house. Well, let me tell you, Car Gurus is going to roll back the curtain and tell you how they do it. They've not done this at any conference that I know of. This is Marty Blue, the director. She is exceptional. And if I didn't have enough power on my stage, Eric Gale, Cardinelli Group ZMOD, the #1 internet sales group in the world, in the universe. I mean, I'm telling you, these guys sell more cars on the internet than virtually everybody, anybody, anywhere. And they came out of nowhere. They are an exceptional process-driven company. And Eric Gale is the president. He's the guy. Eric Gale on my stage, every time Eric has spoken at an internet battle plan, he has never repeated the subject. The audience has given him standing ovations every time. He is the star of the show. Those two alone are reasons to come to the event. But no, I got more. I got more. Microphone's right there. I got more. We got Christian Jorn. Now, when you hear the name Christian Jorn, you probably think he's one of the evil empire in Star Trek. My God, the Jorns are coming. No. Christian Jorn is a website guy. I mean, he is exceptional. His websites are the highest converting websites in the universe. Incredible. This guy is the ultimate Uber nerd, Uber geek. I mean, Eric Gale, and then I got Christian Jorn, and I've got Marty Blue. Christian Jorn will stand on my stage, and he'll accept a challenge. He'll put a Rubik's Cube in your hand, let you mix it up any way, shape, or form. Bring your own Rubik's Cube. He'll solve it in less than 45 seconds. I've seen him do it over and over again. He's competition quality. This guy is going to show you website conversion like you've never seen. And he's going to expose the frauds in the business. Oh, speaking about exposing frauds, Frank J. Lopes. Frank Lopes is exceptional. Hey, Amanda Ryan's here, one of the Ryan sisters. I love the Ryan sisters, especially they're twins, identical twins. I especially like the prettier one. Yeah, anyway. Hey, Sandra Benstock Delio's on. Hello, Delalio's on. Hello, Sandra. Oh, that's Brian Benstock's sister. She is a superstar in her own right with the Atlantic Auto Group. Yeah, let me tell you. So, hey, Clint Steger's aboard. They aren't going away. We must embrace them. I think he's back talking about Car Gurus. But anyway, we've got Frank J. Lopes on stage, and Frank is going to be talking about how not to hire a crappy vendor. How not to hire a crappy vendor. I'm not going to say the word. No. That's one thing you will hear at Battle Plan. I was at a conference recently, and people were dropping F-bombs left and right. No need for that. Language I might use in my own private life, I would never professionally use on a stage, and my speakers aren't going to do that either. We are not going to use extreme language at Battle Plan. If you can't say it without the F-bomb, you can't say it. You know what I mean? So anyway, that's just the way it's going to be. So you're going to hear, decent language on my stage. Decency, that's a word that sort of disappeared. I always like to describe myself as a decent man. You don't hear that word very often. But anyway, we got Frank J. Lopes who's going to expose how not to hire a crappy vendor. And one of my favorite people of all time. Now, we're going to talk about Carrie Reese Wise from TrueCar. Now, a lot of people know that I personally went to war with TrueCar here about 6-7 years ago. Well, hate to say it, TrueCar, I stomped your butt. Had a lot of help. And matter of fact, the Federal Trade Commission was not impressed. They said I organized a boycott. I deny that. I didn't tell people to. But I'll tell you what, I made friends with TrueCar. TrueCar changed their business model. And whether you like the price you pay or not, and whether you like the price they sell the cars for, one thing about TrueCar is you're going to get the sale. You are going to get the sale. And Carrie Reese Wise, now let me tell you the story of Carrie Reese Wise. Carrie Wise was with Edmunds when I first met her. We were at the Dealer Socket Conference in San Diego. I was one of the featured speakers, and so was she. So Carrie Reese Wise, and I was attacking Edmunds left and right. I was giving Edmunds hell. And by the way, I've made up with those guys too. You know, it's amazing. They've changed a lot of their model, and they are really a strong producer too. But I got to tell you, Carrie Reese Wise was speaking. So, and since I was a known attacker of Edmunds, I was really coming at him on the blogs and the speeches and the magazine articles, and I was giving Edmunds hell. And like I say, we're friends these days, but in those days we were not. I sat right in the front row deliberately to intimidate her with my iPad. And when it was over with, she chased me down the aisle, tried to shake my hand, and I wouldn't even speak to her. And then lo and behold, she jumps ship at Edmunds and she goes over to TrueCar. And she's now their spokesperson. And she's spoken at probably 4 or 5 internet battle plans, never repeated the subject. She is extremely knowledgeable, and she's become a great friend. I've got Carrie Reese Wise on the stage, and she'll be answering all your questions about TrueCar. And by the way, I don't mind my speakers selling from the stage. I mean, you hear these people, don't sell from the platform. We're salespeople. What the hell do you think we're doing? Of course we're going to sell. But what I tell my speakers, you must give the audience usable, doable, executable information that they can take back to their dealership and actually use without having to hire you. If my speakers don't deliver, they can't come back. And I'll tell you what, these speakers pay to sponsor some of them. Some are not paid, some are. You can't pay enough money to be on my stage if you're not going to deliver. People that know me, I've got integrity. I don't need your money that bad. Matter of fact, I've got a couple major companies right now that would pay me stupid money, ridiculous money, if I could let them into Internet Battle Plan. Ain't going to happen. You can't pay me enough to be on my stage if I don't think your company has value and I don't think you're going to deliver value. I want my deal. That's why people rave about Battle Plan. We deliver value. Okay, Carrie Reese Wise, hang on to your hat. Bill Wittenmeyer, Billy the Kid Witt's back, the millennial expert from eLead. Billy is and Billy and I joke about this all the time. Bill is one of my favorite people in the world, ultimate, consummate, intellectual expert, knows the business. Now, when I was with a Coggan organization in Jacksonville, Florida, I was the top salesman in the organization when I was there. So guess what? You know, I mean, I was talked about in that organization years after I left. You know, I held every sales record till the day I walked out the door. And Bill was with that group, which later evolved and became Asbury. But that's where I got started selling cars, was the Coggan group. And I was sort of legendary in that group in the day, you know, and I was a salesman there. I never was a manager. So Billy sort of knew me. We passed in the night in the Coggan organization. eLead. I only recommend 2 CRMs, and eLead is one of them. So I'm not going to mention the other one because they're not sponsoring this event. They're laying out. Okay. Sponsor the event, I'll mention both of you. But anyway, I only recommend 2 CRMs, and eLead is in my highest regard. So wait till you hear what Bill's got to talk about. He's going to talk about how to sell in the modern world, modern market, and how to make a profit. Profit is not a dirty word. Okay, the $1 billion girl. I'm talking about Tony Ann Lupo Fardet. Tony Ann Lupo Fardet, the $1 billion girl. Now, why are we going to call her the $1 billion girl? Now, by the way, I've known this woman for more than 10 years. This woman is phenomenal. I mean, we're talking Long Island, New York. I mean, she is absolutely a New Yorker. And I'm going to tell you what, She is phenomenal. She was the BDC of all the BDCs of the Atlantic Auto Group. I'm telling you, the Atlantic Auto Group, Staluppi. I'm talking about one of the biggest, most successful, most well-oiled machines in the world in New York, Long Island. I'm talking about Atlantic Auto Group. She ran all of their business development centers. I mean, this woman is all business, and she just last month jumped out of the dealership world into the consulting world. 24 dealerships. And that's where she got the name the $1 billion girl, because she was running $1 billion BDC. One of the top 10 auto groups in the United States. She was the BDC director of 24 high-profile, well-oiled dealerships. And she's going to be speaking on my stage how to run a $1 billion BDC. Hey, Bill Oliverio's on. Bill, hello. Hope you come. Internet Battle Plan 24, Detroit. Bill Oliverio, one of my favorite dealers. Oh, man, we got a good crowd brewing right now. They're all coming in. But anyway, Tony Ann Lupo Fardet is going to be talking. What do you think? Do you think this is a great lineup so far? Well, you ain't heard nothing yet. Wait till you see. Okay, we got Chris Hill from Overtake Digital. Now, this is a social media full-service advertising agent. This guy is absolutely incredible. You know, a 14-year veteran of the automotive retail sector, certified Google special. I'm reading his bio over here on the side. Oh, adaptive SEO, pay-per-click, social media. This guy is phenomenal. Now, let me tell you, Chris Hill, the other side of him, he is a street racer. He's got a GTR. I don't know. I think it's a 6-second machine, 7-second machine. It is incredible. He has a GTR. And you know that show Street Outlaws, the one where they have the illegal races and they put it on television? This guy does that. Yes, Chris Hill from Overtake Digital. Now, the last time he spoke at Internet Battle Plan was in Clearwater just 6 months ago. Now, the Internet Battle Plan in Clearwater 6 months ago, we had 200 attendees from the dealerships, another 50, 60 vendors. It was phenomenal. I mean, absolutely incredible how great that conference went down. The cocktail reception the first day, everybody was raving about the food, the cocktails. Miss Debbie put it together right. She certainly did. So we got Chris Hill on stage, Google certified specialist, SEO, SEM, pay-per-click, social media. He's going to dive deep. Now here comes a brand new one. Not brand new to me. This woman's been a friend of mine for about 5 years, and she spoke previously at one or two of my battle plans. I'm not sure if it was one or two. She spoke at one or two battle plans. Not only is she got great stage presence, she is really knowledgeable. Her expertise is up front. Rhonda Lewis. Now, last time she spoke, I think she was working for Dealer Track, back before Dealer Track got swallowed by the corporate giant Cox companies. But anyway, at the time she was working for Dealer Track, she was speaking on my stage, and she just wowed the audience. Well, now she's with a company called Automotive Mastermind. And Automotive Mastermind, amongst other things, does equity mining, data mining for dealerships. Now, I have not personally experienced Automotive Mastermind. What I have done is I've talked to a dozen dealers that use them that rave about their services. They're that good. So when I was on LinkedIn the other day and I came across Rhonda Lewis, Automotive Mastermind, I've been hearing about this company. You know the alpha dog. I'm on the phone. Hey, Rhonda, Jim, look, why don't we get you in Internet Battle Plan? Yep, I got her in. This is a phenomenal land. Rhonda Lewis is going to be speaking at Internet Battle Plan 24, Detroit, Greektown Casino, August 7th and 8th. The website, let me show it to you here. Website. Oh, I got to put it in there. www. I don't type fast. internetbattleplan.com. Spell it right? Yes, I did. Okay, there it is, right there on the screen. internetbattleplan.com. You would love what you're going to see here. I mean, I've got 20 of the top experts in the country. Now, Mark SoCal from SoCal is not yet on the website. SoCal called me up a while back, and Battle Plan's kind of interesting because we sell out the sponsorships. There's only so many speaking slots. I've only got 20 speaking slots. This isn't one of those conferences where you go in a little room and there might be 4 people in one room and 200 people in another room, and you don't know whether the speaker is good or the speaker sucks. I mean, and you got 10 speakers each session, and you wonder, is this guy good? This woman good? Do they suck? Do they not suck? Oh my God, I got in the wrong session. This one sucks. No, none of that. Every speaker is heard by every member of the audience. That's right. Everybody in the audience. It's one big hotel ballroom. The sponsors are inside the ballroom with their exhibits. Everybody in the audience hears every speaker, all the content. You don't miss anything. You're not going to some breakout and hoping cross your fingers that the speaker doesn't suck, So anyway, it's going to be like that. Okay, we've got some Mark SoCal Advertising Agency. They do everything every advertising agency does, traditional, internet. They build websites. They do all sorts of things. Mark SoCal, I haven't got his material yet. He just signed up, but I know the company. They're coming aboard. Now, here we go. CF Search Marketing. I think CF Search Marketing just describes everything they do. But who are they putting on my stage? 2 speakers. They've got Craig Farmer and Casey Wagner. Casey Wagner, now, I don't know Casey personally. I just heard her name and I've heard about her, and everything I've heard about her is exceptional. But their other speaker, Craig Farmer, I know who that guy is. He recently ran some of the highest dollar volume BDCs in the country. How many times you go to a conference and they got a bunch of putzes on stage that never did it, couldn't do it? I mean, look at the people I've got on this stage. We've got people that have been where you are, can do what you do. They can walk in your dealership right now and tell you, get out of your damn chair, and they'll do it right in front of you. We've got good, great speakers. Oh, wow. I got Penny Deersing on the side saying, hey, Jim, do you have an agenda for the next Internet Battle Plan in Detroit? I was thinking about driving up, but I need to be back in Cincinnati by Thursday. I was curious to see what time the event wraps up on the 8th. Okay, well, I'll tell you what, Penny, when I get off this broadcast, I'll answer that message. But anyway, we got Frank and Casey, and it's going to be absolutely phenomenal to have these 2 on stage. I don't know exactly what their content's going to be, but let's see what they said. Their content is help me help you. How to work with GMs and GSMs and not through the marketing plans and BDC strategies. How to convince old school dealer principals that digital marketing isn't snake oil smoke and mirrors. Craig is an expert at educating old school dealers. And that's one thing we do. We get a bunch of old school dealers, because the Internet Battle Plan, dealer principals and general managers and family members of the dealer are no charge. No charge. That's general managers. Now, you got to have the name general manager on your business card, but don't try to sneak in the back door. But anyway, general manager, dealer principal, any member of the dealer principal's family can attend Internet Battle Plan at no charge. So Craig Farmer from CF Search Marketing says we're going to how to better educate old school dealers to understand why they need to do this. working with whoever. Oh my gosh. Casey and Craig, they got a heck of a presentation. You are going to be absolutely impressed. And last but not least, I'm going to talk about my friend Bill Leake. Interactive Tell. Interactive Tell, I can't even describe everything they do, but his presentation is conversational analytics. Uh-oh, when you start talking about analytics, you lose me. I'm not an analytical person. What are the first four letters of analytics? A-N-A. Oh, but then he explains it in layman's terms. Conversational analytics, how to bridge the gap between online and offline analytics. Okay, you got to do analytics. Now, I'm not an analytical person, but I know if I'm going to do business, I have to have an analytical person. That's why I married an accountant. I know how to make a lot of money, man. I can make a lot of money, but I have no ability to count it or manage it. So I married an accountant. My wife, Debbie, she manages money quite well. And, I don't mind that at all. But anyway, that's Internet Battle Plan 24 coming to Greektown Casino. That's the 7th and 8th of August. I've got 20 speakers online. And there's a new speaker just came aboard, Dan Wick. Now, Wick is W-E-I-K, and he's with Quick Connect. Quick, K-W-I-C-K. Had to be a little funky spelling there. K-W-I-C-K, Connect. Quick Connect. Now, you get an internet lead from TrueCar, cars.com, dealer.com, anybody. Every time you get an internet lead, they also sent that lead to 5 other dealers. 5 other dealers. That's right. 5 other dealers got that same lead. And generally, whoever contacts that customer first is going to get the deal. Well, Dan Wick has a company called Quick Connect, K-W-I-C-K Connect. I interviewed him right here on Facebook last week. Within 30 seconds, he'll have that customer on the phone with your dealership. Within 30 seconds of submitting the lead, he'll have that customer and your dealership connected. While other dealerships are sitting around with their thumbs in precarious places and not answering the lead, your people will be talking to those people, your people will be connecting with them, and you'll get the deal. Greatly improving your BDC profitability. Greatly increasing BDC profitability. Guaranteed connection in 30 seconds of the customer submitting the lead. That's phenomenal. Now, he's not just going to talk about Quick Connect, but that's what he does. Now, the other sponsor that's not a speaker is Mark Tepper. Now, he has a company called Incentive Fox. And he's going to be talking about how to incentivize your salespeople to sell more cars, how to incentivize customers to bring you more bird dogs. In states where that's legal, we know some states it's not. Okay. Anyway, Incentive Fox, Mark Tepper is going to be at the event, and I'm going to be interviewing him on Facebook Live here next week. Now, I hope you got some value out of this, because a lot of people ask me, well, Jim, what is Internet Battle Plan? Who's speaking? What are they speaking about? And I just had Penny Dersing ask me, Penny, I don't know. I have not yet scheduled the speakers. I've not yet scheduled who's speaking. I know Bill Whitmire is speaking before lunch the first day because he has other appointments. I've got some people that are speaking the second day. I think Craig Farmer, but I haven't really put the grid together on that yet, because I've got 1 or 2 more speakers coming in, and I want to be sure I got all the, it's incredible putting these things together. It's a lot of work. So anyway, Internet Battle Plan 24, Greektown Casino. And it's going to be the 7th and 8th of August. And dealer principals attend at no charge. General managers attend at no charge. If you've got a group of people you want to send, call me personally. My number is 352-775-2174. Let me stick that up there for you a second. Okay, my number is 352-775-2174. There you go. That's my phone number. And I answer my phone myself. So if you have a group of people you want to send, or you're a dealer principal or general manager, you want to reserve the free ticket, you call me at that number, 352-775-2174. It's all over the website, internetbattleplan.com. I hope you've enjoyed this little short broadcast. I didn't have an agenda. It's spontaneous. I just said, hey, let's just do it. So anyway, let me know you're there. Hey, Patrick O'Brien's over there. Bill Oliverio. Oh, we got some great people. Let me see who else is on the sidelines here. Amanda Ryan, Frank Rivera, Clint Steger. Oh, we got a lot of people. Hope Paul Weinstock comes to Battle Plan. I haven't seen him in a couple of years. Okay, guess what? I haven't got a whole lot more to say. This Jim Ziegler, the Alpha Dog, signing off. Give me a call.